Everybody asks me about what is this SIP, how to do this SIP. In this video, I'm going to cover most of the things related to SIP and how to do it in a smart way, how to set your goals and how to plan your SIPs. All those things I'm going to cover in this video. And this is Sundar and you are watching Mindful Finance. Welcome back. What is SIP? SIP is Systematic Investment Plan. Everybody knows what is EMI. Why you know EMI? But they know the word EMI, but what is the full form of EMI? Equated Monthly Installment, which is a debt part. Which is a debt means it's a loan. If you buy a car, you will pay in a EMI mode. What is SIP here? Systematic Investment Plan. Similar to EMI, EMI is a loan, it's a debt, but you are giving to someone else. But here in SIP, it's an investment you are doing for yourself in a disciplined way. So that is SIP. And SIP is not a product that which you can buy in Amazon or something. It's not a product. It's a method. The method is being sold to people because everybody needs to do things in a simpler way. They don't want to complicate their life. If you go and invest in stock, you can go and do that. Buy equities. Nobody is going to question that. If you're going to invest in gold, do it. If you want to invest in chit, whatever way, you can do that. In every area, you can follow this SIP method. SIP is just process. Every month, if you are going to buy 1 gram of gold or 5,000 rupees, gold for 5,000 rupees, that's SIP. You are investing in a chit fund. Every month, you are going to give 5,000. That is SIP. But we are not going to talk about investing in chit funds or anything else. I'm not interested in that part. We'll cover only in mutual funds. Mutual fund is nothing but we all pay money to someone. Like everybody come and put money in a kind of a pot, and portfolio manager is a guy who is handling this pot. This guy, what he does is he'll take the money from the pot and he will use that money to buy or invest in stocks, bonds, debts, whatever it is. So this guy will use our money to invest in those. So what happens is we don't need to worry about what this guy is doing with our money. We just to give the money to the guy and he is going to invest, and money will grow. This is the concept of SIP. You just understand this concept. This is well and good. No need to complicate your life. Don't get into the details. I can share you each mutual fund, like how the mutual funds are allocated, how much percentage is allocated for which stock. All those things are there, but doesn't matter. You don't care about that. If you want to do this in a systematic way, in a very disciplined way, don't complicate your life. Follow the process. In this process, I'm going to demonstrate how this SIP is done or how this SIP is calculated. Everybody says that you invest 5,000 every month and in some point of time it will become 5 crore. I don't know how it happens. How nobody is there to explain to me how it become 5 crores if I start investing as a 5,000. Those kind of things are there in the market. But if you do in a systematic investment plan way, you may not be able to achieve that particular goal. You can achieve that goal, but for that you may need a longer duration. It cannot happen in a shorter duration. For that you need to think smart, or you have to follow the market. You should understand when to do lump sum and everything. I'll just demonstrate you in few minutes. But before that, part is 5,000 can be converted to 5 crores. That is possible, but it has to be done in a different way. First of all, I'll demonstrate if I invest 5,000 in an actual scenario. I don't even call it an actual scenario, but in a hypothetical way, what would be your return and how much you will receive. Let me demonstrate to you. So you will find this kind of a SIP calculator in a lot of multiple places. I'll just show this part. For example, here, if I'm going to invest 5,000 rupees and I'm expecting a return of say 14%. Average index funds are gives 12%, but I'm just giving as a 14%, and I'm going to invest for say 10 years. What happens? Your invested amount is 6 lakhs and you have received 13 lakhs. It has almost doubled. Absolute return is how much? It's 100%, 50%. What is absolute return is double 2%, 2x. So it has your money got doubled. But someone told me like 5 crore. Where is the 5 crore? Okay, let's try with 25 years. Still I'm getting only 1.3. When will I get 5 crore? Okay, let's increase the year 30. What is this? Who said that 5,000 will become 5 crore, man? How that will become? This is bullshit, right? When my 5,000 will become 5 crore? Okay, 40 years? Yes. See, let's see 35 years. 5.6 crore achieved. That means you should start your investment very early, at least by age of 21, 22 or something like that. So that in 50 years, you would be able to make 55 years. In 55 years at least, before you were 60 years, you would be able to retire with what you want. But is it a right way to do this? Is it right way? I don't think so. Something wrong over here. That is where come to smart way of investment, which is called step up SIP. What happens in step up SIP? Assuming our inflation is 7 to 8%, right? So let's increase our investment every year by 10%. So when I started with 5,000 and I'm going to invest or add 10% per annum and 14% is return. So if I plan for say 20 years, 1.18 crore, right? Let's say 25 years, 0.6 crores, 30 years, 5.6 crores. You achieve. The previous scenario, only in 35th year you achieved this goal. Here, 5 years early, you are able to achieve your goal. That is the key of step up investment. It's a very dumb way, no need to think any logic or anything. You just going to increase your investment by 10% every year. That's it. Very simple. Don't complicate your life. You will get a good rate. And still, if you want to get into the more very detailed and you want to become a very smarter investor, yeah, still you can do that. I'll guide you how to do that. Okay. See, I have taken an example of Axis Blue Chip Fund. See, the site provides me only for 3 years data. So within the 3 years, I'll just try to explain you how to do this. Okay. So I downloaded a data for Axis Blue Chip Fund. So don't go and immediately like invest in Axis Blue Chip. I just taken this for an example, and this is actually performing least in the current scenario. Okay, this is the worst performer at this point of time. So don't pick this mutual fund, or it's not an advice from my side to invest in Axis Blue Chip. Okay, so let me explain. So whatever we discussed earlier is very straightforward. If you don't want to cover this part, you can skip this one to next level, because this is something like for a very detailed person who wants to do in very much who watches the market regularly, who knows how to track the NAV. Only those people can go into this particular area. Otherwise, you can see this. Okay. So let's cover this part. So NAV means what? Net asset value, which is, for example, today a gold 1 gram value is 34 rupees, and you are going to invest 5,000 rupees. So in 5,000 rupees, how many grams you can buy? Okay, 1 gram is 34 rupees. 5,000 rupees means I can buy 146 quantity. So Blue Chip Axis Mutual Fund is at this point of time, it is 34 rupees, and you bought 146 quantity. So as per the market volatility, this NAV may change. So this is what we are going to try here. If you see the NAV value, it started at 34 rupees. It went to 28 rupees also, and then it went to 36, 39, 42. And if you see, once it went to 53, right? Now it is trading at 48 rupees. Not now, 5 months back. 5 months back it was trading around this. So let me show you what is actually happening here. So I have invested 41 installment. Total invested amount is 2,05,000. Total number of quantities I own is number of grams as per in my example. Current value is 2,35,000. The absolute return is 15%, which is very straightforward calculation, right? This is the invested amount, my current profit. My profit is 15%. But normally, when you do this kind of monthly investment, we don't use the absolute return calculation. We have to use XIRR. So if you know Excel sheet or Google sheet, you can use this formula. I'll just demonstrate. I'll demonstrate the formula, but I'll just explain the sheet also. So what I have done is the invested column. You need to have this invested column where you need to make it all your investment in minus, because when you are investment is in a negative side. You are giving the money, right? So it will be minus. So you put a column as a minus, and the last row, you are going to withdraw, assuming you are going to withdraw. At that point of time, how much? So that is what the last row is. Now let's go and do the formula. For example, equal to XIRR. We need to capture the values. What are the values? This is your values. Okay, comma, dates from here to this is my date, close bracket. See, your XIRR is 8.5%. Okay, you got the idea? This is how you have to calculate the return. So if you see during this 3 years of time, almost 12, 24, 36, almost like 3.5 years, right? I received only 8.5%, which is very low, right? That's true. That is how it works. So you don't expect that 14% we discussed earlier will be every year. 14% is an average. Sometimes you may get a negative return, sometimes you may get positive return. 1 year you might be getting 24%, 1 year you might be getting 5%. All those things are possible, right? That is why we are asking to do it SIP, so that even in the lower time, I'll just show you here. For example, see, initially it was 34 rupees, so you were able to buy 146 quantity. Then it went to 28 rupees. See, you are able to buy 172 quantity, right? So your quantity increases. End of the day, quantity matters. So you accumulate more quantities. That way, when the market goes up, the NAV goes up, and your value will increase. So that is the core concept we are going to discuss about how to invest smartly. So here, if you see, I have made a chart. Okay, you can find this chart in the mutual fund house also, how the NAV goes up and down, and you have to follow the market trend. If you follow the market trend, you will know when the market is down and when is market up. All those things you can find from the Nifty chart, right? So by this, if you see, I started here and here approximately say 152000 market went down. So NAV is low. So what I'm going to do is 1520, right? So here when it is 28.95, I'm going to do some kind of lump sum investors. I'm going to invest 20,000. Okay, instead of 5,000, I'm adding more. So I'm going to invest 20,000. Similarly, if you see this area, when it's at approximately 15 in 1 year, like 15/2021, let's say 15/2021, 42 rupees is the NAV value. So here I'm going to invest 20,000, right? Similarly, let's see next around here, it is 17/2020. Here I'm going to invest 20,000. Okay, if you see the return now, how much? 9.68 and absolute return 18%, right? We follow the same method, same duration, but we added extra amount when the market went down. That way, within a certain time, we are able to get more return. So that is what the step up I mentioned, right? The similar way, if you do step up also, every year, if you increase your investment instead of 5,000, let's see here, 20 here, right? Now let's say this is 6,000. For 1 year, let's say I'm going to invest 6,000. Okay, I'm just giving an example. It's not 10%, but I'm just giving an example. For next, I'm going to increase to 7,000, 8,000. I'll remove the lump sum for now. See the return 7.745, right? Even in the step up, you will face this kind of a problem, right? Because you are doing it very straightforward without even thinking about anything. You're just doing it in a dumb way. It's not a bad thing. I'm just telling you an example. This is what happens even if you do a step up. You should not get panicked that, oh, step up is giving me a low return. That's not a problem at all, right? Now, going forward in the future, when you stay for a longer duration, you'll get more return. Okay, let's the same here. We'll do a lump sum, right? One first this fifth month is 20,000. Okay, and here okay 20,000, and next is 22 here 20,000, right? Now step up, and also I'm doing a lump sum. Now see 8.97, it is increased even in the step up also. But see the overall investment and your thing. This amount is also increasing, right? So that also you need to consider. So now your return is 8.97%. So this is how it works, guys. So don't complicate your life. Do it simple way. Now we learn, yes, what is SIP, what is compound interest, what is XIRR, what is step up SIP, right? We learned all these things. Okay, fine. Now how do we find how much I should invest, how much I should plan for my SIP? How would I plan that? So that is where it comes for goal planning. We need to think and plan ahead of this. I'll demonstrate this thing. Very interesting part. Let me show you. Okay, so I'll show you some assumption. Okay, I have 2 kids, and each kid, first one is in 10 years is going to college, and I need 5 lakh rupees. 5 lakh is as per the current scenario. And the second kid will go to college in another 12 years. And I'm planning marriage for my first kid in next 10 years. For that, I need 5 lakh. Similarly, I'm planning a second. For that, I need 5 lakh, which is in 17 years. In 25 years, I want to retire, and I need corpus of 1,36,000. How would I know how much I need during that time? I'll show you. Let's come here. So, but overall, so this is my idea. This is my amount. My goal is to be. Let me show you how to find the retirement goal. I'm assuming current age is 30, and I want to retire at the age of 55. I'm expecting my life expectancy is 5 years, something like that. Okay, I'm expecting that I will be alive. It's an assumption. An expected return is 12%. Let's make it 14. As per the current scenario, my monthly budget. You should not calculate your loan, all those kind of your regular requirement. For example, electricity, your mobile bills, your medicine bills, your grocery bills. If you are having a vehicle, then petrol bills, right? So based on that, you need to calculate monthly how much you need. So for example, monthly you need 30,000 rupees. So yearly it is almost like 3,36,000. So I have taken an assumption of 4 lakh. So my expense per year is 4 lakh. For that, if I plan a retirement, I need 1 crore 26 lakh. This is my requirement. I need 1 crore 26 lakh during my retirement period. Okay, so that is what I have mentioned over here. Now let's see how to calculate my investment plan. Okay, this is my goal planning. The first example is in 10 years I need 5 lakh. For that, how much I need to invest? So here 5 lakh. My target wealth I need is 5 lakh. 5 lakh and expected return of 14. Okay. I need in 10 years. I'm saying adjust for inflation, like so that it automatically will calculate how much I need. If I plan a SIP, I need 3,416 rupees. So as per the first kid plan, I need 5 lakh in 10 years. So let's put a 5 lakh and expected rate of return is 14%. And I need this money in 10 years and adjust for inflation. You can say yes or no. Based on that, it will calculate your wealth SIP amount. If I plan, I need 3,416 rupees. If I go back, so my SIP amount for that particular task is 3,406. The second kid is in 12 years, I need 5 lakh. Let's go back. Same amount, but in 12 years I need. So I need to invest. My SIP amount is 2,600. Okay, and my first kid marriage is in 15 years. I need 5 lakh. Go back 5 lakh in 15 years. Okay, so I need a SIP amount of 1,900. Similarly, in 17 years I need to plan for my second kid marriage for the 1,600 rupees. For that I need a 5 lakh. In 17 months I need 1,600 rupees. Okay, and similarly my corpus amount I need is 1,30,000. So for 1,30,000 for how many years? 25 years. So I need to invest 21,000 for that. So monthly I would need 31,418 rupees. Okay, it looks like this. Okay, let's see the same amount. Like assume instead of 31,418, I'll say 31,000. Let's take it this way. Every month in a normal SIP mode, I'm going to invest. Okay, how much I'm going to invest? 31,000. 31,000 I'm going to invest. First target is in 10 years. My first kid's education plan. Okay, if I invest 31,000 for 10 years, I will be having 81 lakhs, right? So huge money. So I need only 5 lakhs, but already I got 81 lakh. You got the point. I started to invest as 31,000, but I already got this much of amount. Like this can be used for my first kid's education, second kid's education, first kid's marriage, second kid's marriage. Everything is sorted out in 10 years. Okay, let's go for next. In 12 years, what happens? I got 1 crore 16,000 already, and marriage time 15 years. I'm going to plan for a marriage. 1.9 crore already I got. Then in 17 years, 2.6 crore, and for the retirement time, which is 25 years, 8.45 crore. So when you start to think ahead of your retirement plan and start to invest more, this is what happens. In a similar way, let's say 5,000 rupees if I invest for first 10 years, what happens? See, even if I invest 5,000, my first goal is achieved, even including the second goal also, right? In 12, you will get 18. So at 25 years, you will have 1.36 crore. If you just invest 5,000 rupees. But what I gave you is a goal planner, which is a smart way of investment. I understand like 36,000 per month would be a very big amount, but think in this way. Lot of people would have bought a home at this age, 36 age, right? At this age, lot of people would have thought of buying a car, expensive home. So a lot of people would have already gone into debt mode, and you might have be paying EMIs for your home, 36,000 and 40,000 as an EMI. If you do like this, you don't need to go for an EMI. You can buy your home by yourself with a bulk amount in say 10-15 years. Even your retirement time in 20 years, you can go and retire in your own hometown or somewhere. But you might be thinking, I need to pay rent. Yes, you need to pay rent. That is your spending. That is your expense. Don't confuse with the expense and investment. If you buy a home, that is a separate topic. I have already made a video on buying versus rent. You can go and watch. I'll share the link over here. But think wisely. If you want to live a peaceful life, if you want to plan things ahead, and if you want to retire early, think wisely. Do a mindful investment. Thank you.